Alright, everyone. So today is September 19th, and today is a freaking awesome day on the stock market. All these weed stocks are just going absolutely parabolic, and it's amazing. I've made quite a bit of money today. I had many people in my chat room, made a ton of money. One of my members, he traded ALT, made $10 per share with 1,000 shares, so he made $10,000. You can see here's our chat room on Slack. It's the Trade Buddy community chat room. I'm in here every single day, as well as all of my top traders and members, just giving out what stocks are hot on the day and our plans for each trade. Now, we do not give out live alerts, but I do give out my plan of exactly where I'm going to buy and where I'm going to sell. So it's not um, live like a live alert is. However, you understand my thesis and my plan behind the trade, which will take you a lot further in the future in your journey of becoming a self-sufficient trader. So, like I said, today was an awesome day. We had NBEV gapped up from yesterday, had a nice run today. It just broke out like 10 minutes ago. I played that breakout. Um, so we'll just break it down, I guess, from the morning. I probably will not be able to cover every single play I did because, like I said, it was a very active day. It took many scalps, many trades overall, but I'll give some pointers on what overall were the best trades. So first of all, NBEV. I apologize for all of my lines, but these lines are so important, and you can see NBEV. The first area I want to talk about is this amazing dip buy at market open right off of $3.04. So, how did I get that price? Very simply, look at yesterday's high of day. Yesterday's high of day was 304. Draw a horizontal line there. You can see in pre-market, it confirmed that area as support because it dipped down and bounced off of it. So we know, okay, a lot of traders identify this $3.04 area as support. So market opens, you get this massive crack down once it was having a very hard time getting over uh, pre-market high at 350. Came back down, bounced off of 304. You could have bought there. Very easy dip buy. Taking profits on the way up, aiming to get a breakout over high of day. Now, the breakout over high of day 350 is a very important area. This is called a massive trend reversal. So, if you are a person who is betting against the stock, you're going to be using your risk right above 350 and adding into your position short underneath that line, meaning that once the price breaks over 350, you're going to buy back your shares. And this is what a lot of short sellers did. The reason why I know that is because once we broke over 350, we got a massive pop in volume, and then it just turned into a massive short squeeze. So it's very important as a trader. You have to understand how to play both the long and short side of the trade. Even if you don't actually like to go short or you don't actually like to go long, it's very important to know how those type of traders will act and how exactly they're going to play the stock, because once you know where all of the shorts are going to cover and you buy that breakout, it's so much more likely going to work, and it's going to be a lot easier for you to trade. So I identified 350 as a very critical level, mainly because I knew once it broke out over that level, it was going to cause a massive short squeeze and it would be a very good long trade. So let me just see if I could go back into history. We typed so much today. Man, here's one of my traders. His name is Tim. Made $13,000 just today on TLRY. He's probably made over 100 grand overall on that stock. He's crazy. Here's Jake. He bought the dip at 304. Nailed it perfectly. Let's see, where did I come in? Okay, right here. Lots of shorts, had 350 as the risk on NBEV. So, and you can see it bounced off of previous resistance. So this is why it's so useful to be inside of a community of traders, because you can talk to other people who have the same interests and you can learn from everyone. So we bought the breakout over 350. I took some profits here into the 367s, and once it reconfirmed 350 as support, I added in big right here, and I was taking my profits once I was up $0.50 per share. So that was a very awesome win for me there on NBEV. Next trade on NBEV I did was I was looking to play the dip buy right here. So you can see that once we have a triple top at the 425 area, volume was dropping off, and then it had this massive random panic sell on overall pretty low volume. You can see from here to here on the volume, pretty low. And I was planning to buy this one at 369 because that was the previous resistance that should now act as support, but I didn't let the trade come to me, and that was my own mistake. So on this one I did have a medium-sized loss. Once this was falling down, I started adding into my position at 375, then 370, and then 365, and then once it hit right here, the low 350s, the loss on my account was a bit too much, and I just had to take the loss and stop out. Now, of course, if I had just waited with the trade and let the trade come to me, I would have had a lot better of an average right near 369, and I would have been able to hold through this dip using the break under 350 as my risk. So understand how I use support and resistance and how I use those when I plan my trade. All right, so that one was a dud. It came back up to 394, came all the way back down, and look where it bottomed out again. This is not rocket science, guys. It's simply all you have to do is look at the chart and identify levels of support and resistance. And once you look at the chart thousands and thousands of times, and you just use your drawing tools and draw those levels of support and resistance wherever you see them, it will come to you so much easier. So I bought that dip at 350, and I took profits on 371 once it looked like it wasn't going to break through VWAP. So that was a nice 20-cent per share trade. But then right when I stepped out and walked my dog, it exploded up back to this range above $4, and I said, okay, this looks like a very, very, very obvious trap for shorts. We have massive volume on the day. Where's the volume for today? 69 million shares traded. That's absolutely crazy volume. So I knew that this was likely going to be a massive, massive short trap. All right, so I was building a pretty large play here in the low low range of this. Like, I believe my average was like right here, the 13 cents was my average, and then boom, we just exploded over 425. I added above this area as it was squeezing up, and it took most of my profits here at the 75-cent area. So that was a massive win for me. We pulled back. I re-added here once it was holding the $0.50, not as much size, but just a tiny bit, and then I took my profits once we broke into the 493 range. So that was just NBEV. We had so many other plays as well. MTEM was a nice one in the morning, although it was pretty choppy, hard to play. But you can see we had this very nice dip buy here at $6, which you can see was acting as a pre-market lows here. So you could have bought that dip, and you could have made very nice profits on this move. Now the thing about MTEM is that it had a very, very, very small float, so it was very choppy, had huge spreads, and it just wasn't the easiest to play overall. I actually took a loss on this trade just because my averages were very bad, and just because of the slippage, it was very hard to manage this trade. And what else was there? Like I said, one of the members in the chat room, he played this stock, ALT, which was a recent reverse split. And you can see he bought the dip here at $7 once it was holding support. He bought, like I said, 1,000 shares, and he held and sold at $17. He nearly top ticked this thing. So just goes to show how valuable it is if you want to be in a membership chat room where you can learn from other traders who have all different types of trading. We have long bias traders, we have swing traders, we have day traders, options, crypto, everything. So it's good to learn from multiple people and develop your own type of strategy. So if you guys want to check that out, there's a link down below for that. But in the meantime, I mean, geez, look at TLRY go. If you don't know about TLRY, this is a massive parabolic run after its breakout from $34 now at $258. So this is the entire reason why the entire wheat sector is going absolutely crazy. We have TLRY, ACBFF. Went nuts today too. Like I said, CRON, CGC, and of course NBEV, all in the marijuana sector. And yeah, so very awesome day today. We do have more volume back in the market finally, because as we know, over the summer it was a lot slower. So now with this increased volume, you should see me making a ton of more videos. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, because I do give a lot of insight on my trades on those platforms as well. Alright guys, so thank you all so much, and I'll see you all in the next video.